Casey and I have a crush on food. And today I have a crush on Brussels sprouts stir fry. So you say you like stir fry. This stir fry is really good. It has Brussels sprouts in it. Have you ever had a stir fry with Brussels sprouts before? I hadn't, and this is a new favorite of mine. So I'm going to show you how to make it. On my stove I have a good sized skillet, and I've already put it, heated it to a high heat. So the first thing we're going to do is cook the Brussels sprouts. So add 2 tablespoons of canola oil or any other oil that you might like to use for a stir fry. It just has to be an oil that you can heat to a high heat. So I'm going to do that. You want to have plenty of oil for the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts I cut in half and I trimmed the end off. So if you can find a bag with small ones, that would be probably the best, but if they're a little bit bigger, you can cut them into fourths if you want. Those to the pan. And just toss them in that oil. And you're going to just stir them occasionally for about 3 minutes and let them get nice and brown. So I'll be back. Okay, the Brussels sprouts are nice and brown, already smelling up my house deliciously. So I'm just going to put a lid on them for about 3 or 4 minutes and let them cook a little bit longer because Brussels sprouts are pretty fibrous. So it really depends on the size of the Brussels sprouts that you ended up with. But 3 or 4 minutes with the lid on, and then we'll move on with our stir fry. Okay, so my Brussels sprouts have been covered for a few minutes. Take the lid off. And then you're going to remove the Brussels sprouts from the pan. Alright, next step, chicken. So the pan is still on a high heat. And I'm going to add another tablespoon of canola oil to the pan. And the chicken you want to make sure is sliced very thin. You know when you go and have stir fry somewhere and you think, this chicken is unbelievable, what did they do to it? Do they have genetically modified chickens that are super tender? No, they just cut it correctly. So make sure that you cut it against the grain and really thin, and your chicken will always be great in your stir fry. So I'm going to dump, it's a pound of chicken breast that I sliced. So right in there. And the chicken you want to move around quickly around the pan. It's going to cook super fast, so just about 2 or 3 minutes for the chicken. Alright, the chicken is all cooked, so you're going to remove that from the pan as well. And the next few steps are super easy. Okay, my pan is empty again, and whatever juices were in the pan from the chicken, you can just leave them in. So add the rest of the canola oil, another tablespoon. And you're going to add 3 sliced garlic cloves and 4 chopped scallions. And you're just going to stir fry these for a minute, really fast. Okay, so the last thing we're going to put in is 1 bell pepper that I sliced, and then I sliced the slices in half, just to make them a little bit smaller, easier to eat. And you just want to stir fry the bell pepper until it's kind of soft, still crunchy, so just a couple minutes. Turn on the heat if you need to. If the garlic starts to get too dark, then go ahead and turn down your heat. Alright, we're almost done. So go ahead and add the Brussels sprouts and chicken back to your pan. Then we're going to add the sauce. So it's 3 tablespoons of lower sodium soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and 2 tablespoons of unseasoned rice wine vinegar. So add that. And really just want to heat the chicken and the Brussels sprouts back up and let the sauce thicken a little bit. So, I mean 2 or 3 minutes at the most. So my stir fry's all done and it looks great. It's got a lot of color and it tastes really good too. So serving suggestion is white rice, or if you like lo mein noodles, also good with that. So I hope that you try my Brussels sprout stir fry and you love it.